Hey, Spotty. Hi, Otter. How you two doing today? Oh, it's another day we get to be in community. That's right. Oh, and the kids are there already. Of course they are. Well, here I'm going to come flying in. I'm going to come flying in. Hello. Great to be with you today. Hi, Spotsterama. Hi, Otter. I see you're doing a little kettlebell work there. Do you see that, kids? Awesome. Well, if you are ready to rock and roll with us, go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce. Introductions always first, right? My name is Miss Beth, and my goal is to build such a big, wide community of awesome humans like yourselves. This is Spotty Scotty. He spots all the amazing work that we're going to do together, and Otter's coming along for the play because, well, you know otters love to play, right? That's what they do all day long. They turn somersaults in the water, and they play, and they float on their back, and gosh, it's good to play. And sometimes our lives get so busy, even when we're littles, we forget the joy and the play of it all. So let's go ahead and find ourselves circling around the mid part of our body. That's right. You know it. If you've been here before, we start this way because that silly, amazing brain of ours really doesn't like to change position. So if you're sitting still on the couch, or even when you get in bed in the morning, pause and turn the other way, you don't want to get out of bed. And it's not really because you don't want to get out of bed, because who doesn't want to greet a beautiful day? But it's because our brain says, nope, you're safe. You're sound, you don't need to move. So, pause in the center. We're in part here to teach and train our brains. That's right, because we bring the great brain food to our brains, and then they get more flexible into the world. It's pretty cool. Go forward and backward, and forward and backward. Notice that when I go forward, I'm actually using the leverage of my knees and my strong fingers to pull me forward. And then when I'm going backward, I'm kind of pushing against myself. So try that. Bodies work together. And when two parts of your body come together, go ahead and push your hands in like this. They're having a conversation. That's right. Just like you and I are having a conversation right now. My hands, my palms, my pinky fingers, my thumbs, they're talking to each other. And you know what they're saying? It feels good to get pressed together. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release. And then just hold your arms out this way. And notice that after we've pressed together our parts of our body and we open them up, we get a little bit more tingling. That's the blood flowing with fresh, oxygenated blood. So fancy. Go up to come down. That's right. And we're going to stretch it up and look up. Stretch it down and look down. And we're doing certain patternings with our body. Stop in the center and bring your elbows out. That felt good. Come to the center and then bring your elbows out even farther. And then come on, stretch, 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 and elbows out. You got it. Bring these fingers, interlock them underneath your awesome chin. By the way, say thank you, chin. I don't think we give our chin enough credit. Anyway, interlock. Elbow smiles. You can watch the first one. Inhale, breathing, elbow smiles up. Notice that my chin stays down, and actually my shoulders are down away from my ears. And then I'm gonna drop my chin, drop my gaze, and drop my elbows too, and I'm gonna frown. And then I'm gonna smile. Hold it at the top, and then I'm gonna frown. One more time, smile. Elbows up higher, shoulders down, fingertips underneath your chin, and elbows frown. Nicely done. We're going to take this hand, go across your body, and grab your knee. Say, hello, knee. Hello, hand. Grab this hand and go all the way around to your back. And then we're going to do some twisting here. By the by, Spotty loves it when you hoot like an owl as we twist. It sounds like this. Hoo, 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 hoot, hoo. and release back to the center. That felt good. Let's do the other side. Cross your opposite arm, say hello to your knee, grab your other arm, go behind your back, and you know what to do. Twist and hoot. Hoo, 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 hoo. And come back to the center. Go ahead and inhale the letter X and exhale down, backwards wave. Yes. Inhale the letter X, have the other arm on top if you can feel it. And then exhale it back, give yourself a backwards wave. Fantastic. Wake up those ears. Boy, oh boy, listening is love. That is the truth. If you were here last week, we talked about elephant wisdom, all about amazing listening. All right, let's go ahead and find our tabletop. Your hands should look the same on both sides. The spaces in between your fingers should look the same. Look between your legs to make sure your feet are laying down flat on the floor the same. And then try to get your back flat. One thing we do here at Miss Beth's Hearthood Yoga is we make sure that our body is in the right position. So do you see your wrist? Say hello, wrist, elbow, and shoulder. All that should be in one straight, beautiful L-shaped line, okay? Or like the number 1. Make sure it looks like that on both hands. And then you're gonna inhale, breathing, tuck your chin, pull your belly in, and cat it out. Cow it out. And dog it out. Walk it, walk it, walk it, walk it. Back to tabletop. Inhale, breathing, cat, cat, cat. Have your back be the tallest thing up. And then exhale, look up, breathe up, stretch up. Fantastic. And then get your dog into the mix. I like to walk my dog. That's right. All right, friends, we're going to go from this dog pose, and notice, take a look at where my knees are. They're bent. My belly's on my thighs. I'm going to go from here back to my plank. This is a very strong pose, and you are a very strong human, so you can hold it. We're going to try to hold it for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go back into our dog. We're building tricep muscles, bicep muscles, strong shoulders, strong fingertips. You're doing it. Keep going. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1, and then push back into your dog. Fantastic. Look forward at your hands and then walk your fingers to your toes. And then bend your knees, bend them, and put your belly on your thighs. And we're going to grab our opposite elbows. And this is called upside down little man. We're just going to hang out here and breathe. Make sure your feet are parallel. And then we're going to rise up. But notice that I'm not lifting my head to the very end. My whole spine is unwinding. And then I'm going to reach up, look up, breathe up. V for victory. Do you see it? Fantastic. We're going to be on our feet and get our heart rate moving. So let me change the camera out. And there we be. We're going to start by marching. We're going to start by marching for a couple of reasons. Number 1, we can get our heart rate up. Number 2, that we're doing the same thing on each side of our body, which feels pretty good. And number 3, we're getting a rhythm into our brain. So notice your own rhythm. How do you know when you want your arm up and your other foot down? It's a rhythm that you're creating in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to add a little bit to this rhythm. We're going to add opposite. So we're going to bring our arm across our body, across the midline, and it does some really lovely things for our bright and beautiful brain. So we're going to go like this and like this. But find your rhythm. Find your breath and find your peace. Now notice, after I get my rhythm, I can bring my knees up even more. That's right. And guess what? You don't even have to look down at your knees to touch your knees because you know where your knees are. Do you know there's a word for that? Keep going. Keep breathing. Keep doing it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. The word for where our body is in space is called proprioception. 5 syllables. Everybody do a shaky, shaky wave for us. 5-syllable word. Boop, boop, boop. Proprioception. It's knowing where our body is in space. So even though I'm not looking at my right foot, I know my right foot's behind me. And then put it down. Even though I'm not looking at my left foot, I know my left foot is behind me. And even though I'm not looking at my pointer fingertips, I will be able to maybe match them up. Almost. Let's try it again. Inhale, breathing, close your eyes. Bring your arms wide out. And then bring your pointer fingers to each other and see if you can match them up. One more time. I didn't match it up perfectly, but this is practice, and that's what our time together is all about. Whew, I did it. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle some love on yourself. And then let's keep on marching. Let's try to go. Let's do a jog march, because one of the goals for today is to get our heart rate just a little bit up. So you know, and if you don't know, now you know, when we move faster, our heart rate has to move faster. And that's a really good thing, because it keeps all the systems going in time with our speed. And now go a little bit faster. Go a little bit faster. You got this. You got this. Don't stop until you tell your brain to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and stop. Hands on your heart. Close your eyes. And listen to that incredible heart of yours. Do you know that it's been beating for you since the day you were born? Even before the day you were born. In your mama's belly. It's pretty cool. Take a step out. Take a step out. Bring your arms out wide. And then let's do a good morning pose. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. And we're bending halfway down. We come straight up. And then we're going to lunge. We're going to bring this knee down until it looks like a 90 degree. Now, if you're in like 4th or 5th or 6th grade, you know what a 90 degree angle is. If not, just keep going back to school. It's like half of a side of a box. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn to our bent knee, interlock our fingers from the back, and then inhale, breathing, exhale, pull that belly in and touch your forehead to your knee. Now we're using that proprioception pose skill to find our forehead to our knee. Beautiful. Rise it up. Breathe it up. Flip it to the middle. You're doing great. What we do on one side, we must do on the other. Bend it. That's right. Bend it down. You got it. And then inhale, breathing, tuck and curl. Inhale, breathing, tuck and curl. Touch your forehead to your knee. Your arms go a bit behind you. And then slowly lower out of that. Lovely. Feet to the center. And then jump your feet together. Star pose. 1, 2, 3. Star pose. And then fold it in. Quiet star. Quiet star. All the way to the ground. Fantastic. Now find your squat. A squat basically is hips width apart. And then I like to put my elbows right in between my knees, and I like to try to get as small as I can. Spotty, I can see you eye to eye right now. I like that a lot. Breathe in here. Be in here. And then place your hands on the floor and bend your hips up. Bend back down in your squat and hands back in your heart. You're doing great. Full body moves feel so good. Place your hands down and then lift your hips up. Let your head go down and bend your knees, arms up. Namaste. Fantastic. Let's go down to the ground and do some spine movements on the ground, should we? All right, let's go ahead and start. Oh, you want to do a rock and roll up? Spotty loves the rock and roll ups, and he says you guys do it fantastically. So we're going to do 5 of those to get our spine warmed up. Are you ready? So we start by laying back and coming forward. That's 1. Laying back, coming forward. That'd be 2. Laying back, coming forward. 3. Laying back, coming forward. 4. Now the next one, we're going to stay backwards for a minute, okay? So laying back. Now bring your feet way back. And some days, my toes even touch behind my head, and some days they stay up here. So you do you. Listen to your body, listen to your back, listen to your belly, and breathe right here. This is called wheelbarrow pose. It feels so good. Now we're going to slowly lower down, but our goal is to make sure every single vertebrae, those are those building blocks on your spine, lays down on the ground. And then lay your feet. Heels kiss, toes fall open. Lying here right now for a breath. Inhale, breathe through your nose. And exhale, breathe all the way to your toes. Inhale, breathe, bring your right knee up. Interlock all 10 fingers and bring that knee down to the shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Breathe here. Smile here, shoulders down. And then release that foot, arms down by your sides. Now remember, kiddos, we are training our brain, so it's really important to come in the pose simply, hold the pose, and then come out efficiently. So let's try it on this side. Let's start in Savasana. That's when we lay in our back and slow down our mind, body, and our breath. And then inhale, breathing left knee. Interlock all 10 fingers underneath your knee, and then bring that left knee down to your left shoulder. Notice here that both my shoulders are still on the ground. I'm breathing deep and full, and I'm allowing my left side to compress. All right, bring that leg down, both hands down, and then inhale, breathe both knees up to your belly. Grab opposite elbows and give yourself a big, huge squeeze. You know why? Because you deserve it. You are awesome. Give yourself a squeeze and popcorn it out. Lay in here for just a second. So good. Now, let's go ahead and bring our, let's do some scissors. So we're gonna go one up, one down. Notice that my arms are at like a lowercase t, and I'm just bringing my one leg up and my other leg down, like I'm cutting a piece of paper with my legs. Bring it up to bring it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Grab opposite elbows and give yourself a squeeze. Fantastic. Okay, now let's rock and roll back up. Woo! That was fun, huh, Spotstorama? Now we're gonna flip to the front and lay on our belly. Spotty loves this pose. It's his favorite pose, Cobra pose. Can I tell him, Spotty? Thank you. Spotty doesn't care for snakes. They kind of scare him a little bit, but he loves pretending that he's a snake. And right now, Cobra pose, we get to pretend that we're a snake. So lie on your belly, and then place your hands underneath your shoulders, 5 fingers together. Notice that your elbows are pointing up like cricket legs. Point your toes together. Kiss your toes and your heels together. You have one leg, like a cobra. Don't open it. Inhale, breathing, look up, breathe up. Stretch up, go up with your strong back, spine. Look up, hold it. And then slowly lower down. One ear on the mat and arms down. Rest here. And just like that, chin forward, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Point your elbows in the air. Kiss your toes and heels together. Squeeze everything and then lift it up. Go up, breathe up. Hey, Spotty, I'm gonna keep going up. Hold it, and slowly lower down. Push yourselves back into child's pose. Now, in this class, sometimes we like to stack our fists and put our forehead on our fists for child's pose. And then we just allow our body to breathe right here. By the way, team, this is a great pose to do if you're ever feeling a little bit grumpy or sad or out of sorts. That's what my dad used to say. He'd say, Beffy, I think you're out of sorts. And all it means is your mind, body, and spirit aren't connected the way you normally are. So then I like to go into this pose and breathe deep and full. Fantastic. All right, team, we're gonna go into plank pose next. So stretch your arm forward, 5 fingers out. Stretch your arm forward, 5 fingers out. Stretch one leg back, the other leg back, and then hold it in plank. We got this. We already did it before, so our muscles know what they're doing. Remember, line up your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders, please. Now we're gonna push ourselves back into a downward dog. Sometimes I move my feet up, and then I'm gonna keep on going up. I'm gonna hang like ragdoll right here, and then I'm gonna keep rounding up, breathing up, stretching up, arms over my head, star pose. That's right. Fold it in. Fold it in. Fold it in. Tiny little stardust. Get really small into your squat. And breathe right here. Now we're gonna do rising star pose. So the top point comes up first. Top point keeps coming up. Spread those star legs together. And on the count of 3, unfold into your star. 1, 2, 3. Shine, you beautiful star. Look up. Shine, you beautiful star. Fold forward. And then go ahead. Knees down. Come to the back of the mat or wherever you're sitting. By the way, we don't have to have a mat to do our practices together. Do you see that I'm sitting on my heels? That feels really good. My spine is loosely straight, nice and straight up. 2 thumbs up you. Spotty, aren't they doing great? Otter, are you playing? Are you having fun? I love moving my body. Feels like I play when I move my body. Let's just think about it like that. Now, 5 fingers. Thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. Grab your strong heels. Boy, oh boy, do our heels work for us. And then tuck your chin to your chest until you talk very funny, like that. And then keep on rounding down until you've formed a whole circle with your body. Keep a good grab on your heels and breathe. This is called Sasyangasana, rabbit pose, and I love it. And then come on back, nice and easy, nice and slow, sitting on our heels. Inhale, breathing, palms go up over our heads, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up. Now this one feels different. This is a straight spine move. Have you ever done origami? It's like folding. You know, with origami, you have to fold and do a crease. We're creasing right here, halfway. So inhale, breathing, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Keep going, keep folding, belly on thighs. Just the knife edges of your baby fingers are stretching forward. And belly in, hips going down towards your heels. And they both start with H. That is hip, hip, hooray. Breathe in here. Be in here. Inhale, breathing, arms and head together. Come all the way up. And then fly your arms down by your sides. Fantastic. Well, Spotty, what do you think? We're getting close to closing time. Oh, you'd like to do one more. You really want to talk about the word love. He loves that word love. I love that word love. Do you love that word love? Hey, let's make the letter L with our legs. L for love. Bend one knee in and bring one leg out. And then look at it and see your capital letter L for love. And then inhale, breathing, stretch up. Exhale, grab your toes. You can bend your knee up as much as you want and touch your forehead to your knee. Just like that. Release it. Backwards letter L. Bring it in. Stretch it up. Turn it over. And grab your toes. Remember, you can touch your forehead to your knee. You can bend your knee up. So good. Now go ahead and lie back to our Savasana. Toes and heels touch and then toes fall open. Arms down by your side, palms open. Our eyes are closed and our body is relaxing. We inhale through the nose. And on our exhale through our nose, we try to make it long. So long we push the air down to our toes. Here we go. Relax your toes, relax your toes, relax your toes. Relax your hips, relax those fingertips. Just breathe. Inhale and your belly goes up. Exhale and your belly falls down. Repeat after me. I am kind. Yes, you are. I am brave. Yes, you are. I am love. Yes, you are. Go ahead and roll to the side and bring yourselves up. How do you feel now? Take that notice. Next time I'll remind you, I'll cue you at the beginning, but it's really good to notice how just a little bit of intentional movement, being in community, and taking a little bit of time for stillness makes our whole being feel better, doesn't it, kiddos? So, everybody, our goal together is to connect mind, body, and spirit. Oh, yes, do that with me. We are connecting mind, body, and spirit. And it's because of you that we're here. So keep on showing up. Tell your friends, bring your family. And Spotty Scotty wants me to remind you, bring your beautiful, kind heart everywhere because kindness rules. All right, team. We'll see you real soon. Can't wait. Ta-ta for now. Hoo-hoo. Bye-bye.